So let's talk about what's really happening here. I think everyone is being fooled by the economy, by the government, and everything. Uh, I don't think we need politics. I think we need business people. You understand? Like Trump, because he made sure everyone had money. And I think all this stuff that they have out here, like the Goodyear blimp and stuff they put in Chicago, or have put in Chicago, with all that smoke coming out of it, I think it's a disaster, and I think they letting stuff out in the air that's gonna harm or have them to train a mind to kill. And I think the COVID shots, I think that's another way for them to put um, chips in people's, because they always wanted to do that too. The government is very sneaky and he's very conniving and he won't let you know what's going on, and they don't know that they are the biggest killers in the world for us. They trying to blame and pacify our minds so we can't think. They knew what they was doing when they brought them hydrocodones, them what you call them, hydroxycontins and all that. They knew what they was doing, but it was meant for the low class peoples and the minorities. And but when it started affecting them, then that's when they want to get on everything. You understand? See, everything they try to do to decides the population, the human population, it backfired on them. And the government is nobody but somebody that's in charge that I ain't gonna even speak on. You understand? And they rule in the world. And they have everybody jumping to their music like puppets. They got men's out here having babies come on TV with video having babies. If you go back in the Bible, you understand God made Adam and Eve, not Eve and Eve and Adam and Adam. And they bring it out here like it's nothing. And then they had the nerve to put that character on Sesame Street. What is that telling you? And everyone is being comfortable, like thinking that all this is right. It's not. The government is using everybody as a puppet to dance to their music. Learn how to dance to God music. Because he said be in the world, not of the world. Don't be tricked. They got these peoples out here, putting stuff all in their jaws, looking like, or whatever. I don't know. They just look crazy. And it's not being your real self that God made you. Putting stuff all in their butt and everything, Got this man on TV pregnant. Come on now. That's giving a yes to, okay, boys, go have sex with other boys. Some men became gay because it wasn't by choice, it was by force. And some of them was raped. So, and if you didn't have that family structure, then you thought that was okay. But being raped wasn't okay. That's just how they turned out because they was raped. And they couldn't turn to no one because they didn't have that daddy figure or whatever in their family. But you got some dog ass daddies out here, that'll pimp their daughters. It's all for the sake of money and drugs. You understand? And that's why in the Bible, God said, be in the world, not of the world. Anything you wasn't born with, you shouldn't even be attached to. And the main focus that you should have your focus on is God. Because he letting the devil have his way. But you got to be strong and hold on. If you know the rules and regulations of God, if you know the Bible, not even the Bible, you ain't got to read the Bible, but God will come and talk to you. He'll have one-on-one talk to you. If you can't read, he'll still come and talk to your heart and everything. You got to follow your heart. No, not even follow your heart. You got to follow that spirit. You understand? Because once the mind conceive it, then the body going to achieve it. But the heart and the spirit going to know it's wrong. But sometimes that mind and that body will take over that spirit. And it's so real out here. It's so much evil out here. And you all got to recognize, God is angry. And that's our Father. You understand? And he gave us life. And for us to betray him like we doing, he's angry. I mean, how would you feel if someone gave you life and gave you all the things that this life can offer? I'm talking to the rich. Because you all don't know what to do with y'all money. Y'all go do stuff with y'all money out the ordinary. God is testing you. Because when you come back here on this earth, and you coming back, because he gave you a chance to do right. He gave you all this money, and what you do? Being selfish and doing what you want to do. I just think it's wrong. It's a lot of starving peoples out here in this world. You understand? I tell you something. If I ever get some millions, I don't want to be rich. If I ever get some millions, you know what I do? I give it half of it away, and half of it to my family. I don't want to be rich. But if I would be rich, I would know what to do with it. Materialistic shit, it's nothing. And then if you got the money, doing the wrong thing, I don't care if you're saving it for your children and children's, you understand, so they can control and be the same selfish ass, spoiled ass entity. That's sad. Money shouldn't be the priority over love. And that's all he wants us to do. And if you ain't got that in your heart, do you actually think you're going to be in the kingdom of heaven? Most people don't even care. But when they make their transition and walk with our Father, they'll see and they'll know what they're supposed to know and see it's too late then. But they already know. They just, they're selfish. Look at all this shit on TV. Enticing our little girls, enticing our little boys. Just showing, gay is okay. No. It's a choice. It's a choice that you have to make. But if you forced in it, like being raped and stuff, you can't help it. Or some people be born like that. But to make yourself gay, to have sex with another man for any amount of money or for any amount of lifestyle or whatever, that's wrong. This is your body. This is where God lies at. It's sad. But you all gonna learn something though. You may not feel it now, but when you make that transition and he walk with you through your life, because you're gonna get that walk with God, you better be prepared. You better be prepared because it's not a joke. So I'm talking to you on the spiritual side of things, because let me tell you something, with all that different enticement and everything, and money, God still will give you a beautiful life. We all can be as one and share everything as equal. But you have a lot of greed out here. And you know what? It ain't our fault. This is something that, the entity that did that, it's not real. And you all will know that. See, this world right here, that spirit inside this body, this is the illusion. When you make your transition, that's the real life. Know that. I just feel sorry for the ones that don't know what they know. The rich, they don't care. They be like, well, I'd rather have mine right here, right now. You just don't know who you're going to meet and who you're going to walk with when you make your transition. That's when life get real. And what excuse you going to have. I tell you what, get it together or don't get it together. It's up to you. He give us a choice, and he give us a freedom of choice. But our Father is real. He's like a blind faith. And if you got faith, he's something that you can't see. But you got to have that faith to believe. It's real. The world have all this materialistic and all this little paperback stuff. You cannot take that with you when you go meet our Father. And you already know it, but you just want to play your game here on this earth. But for what? Power? To look good? To get attention? I look at all these reality shows. It's sad. They couldn't pay me enough to be on no reality TV. For what? To get paid. To get stumped down dirty and low to your brother and your sisters. To let everybody in the world see you make love to another man. That's for marriage. That's between you, him, your husband, and God. It ain't for the world to see. Can't know any amount of money make me get on there and have sex with a man that's not my husband. And even if he was my husband, I still wouldn't get on TV and have sex in front of no one. That's something that's in the spirit when you marry that man. That's a spirit. When you make love to your husband, that's a twine with the Holy Spirit. And that's what makes it beautiful. Other than that, when you making love to a man, you all on TV with it, that's the evil spirit using you. Because if you look at that person's face, they transform like looking like a demon. Their whole face get, really. But when you're making love to your man, your husband, and it's you, him, and God, it's a happy, pleasant look. It's not a demon look. And I notice all these chicks that have sex on TV and put their shit on tape, it's like they have that demon look. Because that's who's taking over them. And they don't even know it. So think about it. You gotta learn to love God. Because he's real and he remembers everything. And I'm through.